You know, Lisa, when someone mentions the Porsche 911 Turbo S, it brings to mind blistering speed, legendary handling, and a supercar badge that's been hard-earned over decades. But this 2026 version, it takes things to another level.
Absolutely, Mark. The new 911 Turbo S isn't just a facelift or a minor update, it's arguably a technological leap. A hybrid turbocharged flat six, all-wheel drive that still carries the 911 DNA. It almost begs the question, have we entered a new era of usable supercar with this one?
Exactly. In this review, we'll dig into the details: exterior, interior, powertrain and performance, technology and safety, running experience and ownership, then weigh the pros and cons, and finally ask, is it any good? And is it worth buying? Let's dive in.
1. Exterior. Right off the bat, the 2026 911 Turbo S retains the charismatic silhouette of a 911, the sloping roofline, the compact coupe proportions, the unmistakable rear engine layout. But Porsche has subtly revised nearly every surface to reflect the increased performance.
Yep. For instance, the car is built on the 992.2 generation platform, often referenced as the 992.2 refresh. And while the dimensions carry on from previous 911 turbos, there are several tweaks. The length is listed at 4551 millimeters, 179.2 inches, width at 1900 millimeters, 74.8 inches, and height around 1303 millimeters, 51.3 inches.
And visually, you'll notice wider rear tires. Porsche says the rear tires grow from 315 30ZR21 to 325 30ZR21 to cope with the increased power. The car's stance is broader, the rear fenders more pronounced, giving it a planted, almost aggressive posture, even standing still.
On the front end, you'll spot new vertical cooling flaps ahead of outboard radiators, an evolution of the active aero concept. And the turbonite trim elements, anthracite-like finish on badge, window surrounds, and center locking wheels, highlight its top-tier status.
However, with all this visual bravado, some critics feel the styling is busier than previous generations. Some pointed out the cutouts at the wheel arches and the gaping titanium exhaust are a bit try-hard for a Turbo S that used to exude restrained menace.
Functional design also plays a role. The active front spoiler, underbody flaps, and widened cooling openings all assist high-speed stability and track capability. Together with the aero tweaks, they're claimed to help the car lap the Nürburgring Nordschleife in 7:03.92 seconds, some 14 seconds quicker than the outgoing model.
In everyday terms, the 2026 911 Turbo S looks like a seriously capable supercar, yet from some angles still carries the understated cues of a proper 911 rather than a wild showpiece. For those who love Porsche's legacy silhouette but want modern muscle, this one nails it.
Granted, the wider body and performance enhancements mean it takes up more space, feels broader in narrow lanes, and while the overall look is sharper, it may cost you in urban usability compared to earlier 911s. More on that in running experience later. 2. Interior.
Step inside and the 2026 Turbo S offers a blend of high-performance hardware and luxury finishes. Porsche keeps its broad cockpit layout, driver-centric dash sweeping toward the wheel. But the materials, seats, and features reflect the top-end nature of this model.
Standard are 18-way sports seats with memory and embossed Turbo S logos, heated sports steering wheel, full leather upholstery, and turbonite touches. The overall build quality feels rock solid, as you'd expect from Porsche.
For technology, you've got the 10.9-inch touchscreen infotainment system, digital analog instrument cluster, heads-up display, optional, and the latest connectivity features. The layout is familiar from the 911 generation, but the execution feels refined.
Space-wise, the front seats offer excellent support and comfort, even for daily driving. Visibility is better than many comparable performance cars, thanks to the uprightish seating position for a supercar, and you still get usable front trunk space and optional rear seats, though those are best suited for kids.
However, the rear seats remain small, and as with many 911s, they're really occasional use only. Some noted the fuel tank is now 63 liters, down slightly, and cruising range could be compromised when you push it hard. Also, the titanium sports exhaust, while a highlight for the enthusiast, adds cost as an option for purists who want that raw soundtrack.
In summary, the interior hits the sweet spot between everyday usability and supercar ambiance. It might not be as plush as ultra-luxury GTs, but it's well matched to the Turbo S's performance and heritage. If you spend most of your time behind the wheel, you'll appreciate the attention to detail.
3. Powertrain and performance.
Now, the heart of the matter, the 2026 911 Turbo S marks a major evolution. Gone is the purely traditional 3.7-liter twin-turbo flat-six in the previous 992.1 Turbo S, and in comes a 3.6-liter flat-six combined with 2 e-turbos and a mild hybrid system, T-Hybrid, driving an 8-speed PDK and all-wheel drive.
Indeed, the combustion engine is designated the 983 engine, with a lower compression ratio 9.2 to 1 versus 10.2 to 1 in the Carrera GTS sibling, and the turbos mounted on electric motors spinning up to 145,000 RPM. The electric motor inside the transmission adds up to 80 HP, giving combined output of 701 HP, 523 kilowatts, and 590 pound-foot of torque, 800 newton-meters of torque.
Acceleration is breathtaking. Porsche claims 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.4 seconds, coupe and 2.5 seconds for the cabriolet. Top speed is 200 miles per hour, 322 kilometers per hour.
Mark and reviewers say the real-world feel is even more extreme than the numbers. Some reported childhood seat floating levels of G-force during launch. But what's impressive is how usable it remains. The car still drives smoothly in normal mode, with decent ride quality and excellent visibility, unlike many hypercars where comfort is sacrificed for pace.
From a handling standpoint, there's Porsche Dynamic Chassis Control, electro-hydraulic roll control, upgraded PASM, rear axle steering, torque vectoring, and the wider tires and larger brakes all contribute to sharpened response. Yet the added hybrid hardware and battery have added weight. Coupe curb weight approaches 3,803 pounds, 1,725 kilograms, and convertible around 3,990 pounds, 1,810 kilograms.
In comparative terms, previous 911 Turbo S models delivered similarly dramatic numbers, but this new iteration closes the gap to exotic supercars while retaining daily drive qualities. Some noted that 0 to 200 kilometers per hour, 124 miles per hour, is 8.4 seconds, half a second quicker than predecessor.
That said, top speed is slightly lower than some rivals. For example, Ferrari 296 GTB claims around 330 kilometers per hour, and the added weight means it's not quite as nimble mid-corner as some lighter track-biased cars. Some reviewers commented that the hybrid flat six does not sound as good as the hardcore naturally aspirated flat six of the GT3.
So yes, the 2026 Turbo S is a monster in straight-line speed and everyday performance, merging hybrid and turbo technology in a way that elevates the 911 experience. But it isn't perfect in every dimension.
4. Technology and safety.
Technology in the 2026 911 Turbo S is both sophisticated and subtly integrated, starting with the hybrid e-turbo system, which uses instantaneous boost, eliminating turbo lag entirely. Some explain how the electric motors in the turbos spin up before engine exhaust flow builds, delivering immediate throttle response.
In terms of driver assistance and safety systems, you have adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, although in some markets optional. Some noted that the visibility is very good for a supercar, which contributes to everyday safety.
The chassis technology is an important aspect. For example, Porsche composite ceramic brakes are standard, with 16.5-inch front rotors and 10-piston calipers. Rear rotors around 16.1-inch with 4-piston calipers. The active aerodynamics and underbody flaps help stability and cooling, the kind of systems you might expect on a track car, but here tuned for daily usability.
In terms of connectivity and infotainment are up to date. Porsche's latest PCM infotainment, digital instruments, optional front axle lift, helpful for driveways and speed bumps, and full customization via Porsche exclusive manufacture in select markets give buyers lots of control.
On safety ratings, in the markets covered so far, we don't have a full crash test rating yet for the 2026 model.
In practical terms, this car offers state-of-the-art tech both for performance and for safety and driver assistance. The only caveats are that some advanced features may be optional and carry extra cost, and the standard tires, brakes, and settings may favor performance over plush ride in some driving conditions.
4. Technology and safety.
Technology in the 2026 911 Turbo S is both sophisticated and subtly integrated, starting with the hybrid E-turbo system, which uses instantaneous boost, eliminating turbo lag entirely. Some explain how the electric motors in the turbos spin up before engine exhaust flow builds, delivering immediate throttle response.
In terms of driver assistance and safety systems, you have adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, although in some markets, optional. Some noted that the visibility is very good for a supercar, which contributes to everyday safety.
The chassis technology is an important aspect. For example, Porsche's composite ceramic brakes are standard with 16.5-inch front rotors and 10-piston calipers. Rear rotors are about 16.1-inch with 4-piston calipers. The active aerodynamics and underbody flaps help stability and cooling, the kind of systems you might expect on a track car, but here tuned for daily usability.
In terms of connectivity and infotainment are up to date. Porsche's latest PCM, infotainment, digital instruments, optional front axle lift, helpful for driveways and speed bumps, and full customization via Porsche exclusive manufacture in select markets give buyers lots of control.
On safety ratings, in the markets covered so far, we don't have a full crash test rating yet for the 2026 model.
In practical terms, this car offers state-of-the-art tech both for performance and for safety and driver assistance. The only caveats are that some advanced features may be optional and carry extra cost, and the standard tires and brakes and settings may favor performance over plush ride in some driving conditions.
5. Running experience and ownership. Owning the 2026 Turbo S means more than just speed. Daily usability, residual value, service costs, practicality all matter. Some note that the warranty in Australia is a 3-year unlimited kilometer with roadside assistance.
Running costs. Because this is a hybrid turbocharged performance car, fuel consumption will be higher than regular 911s. The WLTP figure is about 11.6 liters per 100 kilometers. Service intervals may be a little more frequent or expensive due to the high-performance nature. Tires and brakes will cost more too, as will insurance.
On the plus side, residual value for a top-spec 911 Turbo S is likely to be very strong. Porsche 911 Turbos have historically held value well. The brand prestige, performance credentials, and limited volume help. The 2026 Turbo S also offers surprising practicality for a supercar. Frunk, optional 2+2 seats, even if occasional, all-wheel drive for more usable daily driving. Surprisingly good ride comfort in normal mode. Car and Driver emphasizes that it remains one of the most usable performance cars around.
Critically, though, the added weight from hybrid components means the car doesn't feel quite as nimble mid-corner as some lighter track-focused rivals. Piston Heads pointed this out. And maintenance and running costs will be high compared to normal cars, not just because it's a Porsche, but because it's at the top end of the range.
For someone who wants a daily drivable yet extreme performance car, this is probably as good as it gets. For track days and weekends, again, excellent, but you do need the budget and the willingness to accept supercar-level costs of ownership.
6. Pros and cons. Pros? Unmatched acceleration and power, 701 horsepower, 590 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 in around 2.4 seconds. Hybrid e-turbos eliminate lag, deliver immediate throttle response, retains 911 usability, all-wheel drive, usable interior, daily drive friendly. Top-tier build quality, luxurious yet performance-focused cabin, strong residual value, and brand prestige.
Cons: extremely expensive to buy and spec. Added weight from hybrid system affects mid-corner nimbleness. Rear seats and practicality still limited compared to full GTs. Running and maintenance costs high. Some fans may miss the exhaust sound of the previous naturally aspirated or less hybrid flat six.
7. Is the car any good? Short answer? Yes. The 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S is outstanding. It delivers blistering straight-line performance, edge of supercar handling, and despite its ferocity, remains usable on a daily basis. The refinements in hybrid technology elevate it from being just another fast Porsche to a legitimate all-around performance monster.
Agreed. If you can stomach the price and understand the ownership demands, this is arguably the most refined and capable 911 Turbo we've seen. It combines extremes without the usual trade-offs almost. 8. Is the car worth buying?
That depends on your priorities and budget. If you're looking for a car that can do weekend blasts, track days, daily commuting, high-speed touring, then absolutely, this is worth every penny. The performance and pedigree are unmatched.
On the other hand, if you're budget sensitive, rarely push performance boundaries, or care much more about low running costs and maximum daily comfort, you might find it overkill and better served by a lesser 911 or a different GT car. But if you're in the market for the ultimate 911 Turbo experience with hybrid sophistication, this is it. In the tapestry of high-performance sports cars, the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S emerges as a paradigm shift. It doesn't simply squeeze more power out of familiar architecture, it reimagines what a 911 Turbo can be in the hybrid age, blending blistering acceleration, refined daily usability, and that unmistakable Porsche character in a package that few rivals can match. For drivers seeking the thrill of a supercar with the practicality of a Porsche, the choice becomes compelling. The question is not so much if the Turbo S is impressive, because it indisputably is, but whether you're prepared for the commitment it demands in terms of purchase price and ownership. If you are, this may be one of the most complete performance cars on sale today.
And if you enjoyed this review, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth car reviews, comparisons, and performance tests.